Permanent hair color is the fourth of the four classified colors. One is temporary color, the second one is semi-permanent color, the third one is demi-permanent color, and then we have the permanent color. Permanent color has many names. It is also called aniline derivative tint. This is the name you're going to use at state board, and it's the ingredients. The aniline derivative is the ingredient for the permanent hair color. Penetrated tints, they're also called amino tints and oxidizing tints. Permanent hair color lasts until it is lightened or removed with a dye solvent. Because it stays on the hair, it chemically alters the hair and it penetrates into the cortex of the hair shaft. Another way to remove the permanent hair tint is to cut the hair that it is on. Here are examples of some permanent hair colors that have to be mixed with peroxide, 20 and up volume, sometimes 10, but mostly 20 and up. And permanent hair colors have to be professional and have to have the word professional on them. And sometimes the mixing instructions are inside of the box. Permanent hair color is mixed with hydrogen peroxide, which is also has the chemical name of H2O2. I will have a video about the hydrogen peroxide and its the different volumes, but permanent hair color could be mixed with 5 volume, 10 volume, 20, but most popular is 20, 30 or 40 volume hydrogen peroxides. That is coming later on. Permanent hair color lifts the natural color. Remember, all other three categories could not lift the natural color. The temporary, the semi-permanent, and the demi-permanent could not lift the natural color. This one could lift the natural hair color, but not the colored hair that was previously colored, but the natural hair color. Permanent hair color deposits pigment to the hair, and it also chemically alters the composition of the hair, meaning melanin count could be changed. If the hair is being lightened, some of the melanin could be removed. Protein keratin amount could be changed because the hair would change its composition. The hair is made of protein keratin. The texture could be changed, or porosity could be changed depending how strong of a peroxide you would use or how much of the ammonia does color have. Predisposition test. PD test, predisposition test, is necessary 24 hours before each color application to find out if the client is allergic to the color she or he would get. Okay? So for state board, you are going to administer a PD test. If the PD test results are negative, the hairdresser can proceed with the color. But if the results are positive and redness and irritations are present on the client's skin, the client could only be limited to the other three color categories, which are temporary, semi-permanent, and demi-permanent colors. PD test procedure. With the PD test procedure, and with any procedure, you should wash your hands with soap and water first, prepare the sanitary maintenance area, and drape the client. Although we're doing a PD test on the back of the ear and or in the inner elbow, we should drape the client for color service, which is 2 towels and a plastic cape. You should extend the plastic cape over the back of the chair. Clean the area behind the client's ear or in the inner elbow of the arm with soap and water. You can use a cotton ball for that. Wear the gloves before getting the product. Mix a small amount of permanent hair color according to the manufacturer's instructions. The color needs to be mixed with hydrogen peroxide. You should apply the mixture on the skin, behind the ear, or in the inner elbow. Quarter size is sufficient. You choose where you want to apply and let it air dry. Tell your client not to rub the area, not to wash the area, just leave the area alone. Fill out a client record card. Include the date and the product used. 24 hours later, check the PD test results and record them in the client's record card. If you're doing a PD test on a real client, you should tell your client that if it's behind their ear, they should protect their pillow cover, because sometimes the clients have complaints that the color rubs off the pillow, or a white color. Now this is a procedure for aniline derivative tint. I have to let you know that this procedure is a general procedure. Later on, I will demonstrate all the aniline derivative tint procedures for state board, and each one has a different application. There's a tint going darker, virgin tint going darker, virgin tint going lighter, tint back to natural, and so on. There are some retouches which are not state board procedures, but still, there are 9 different applications for hair color, and in this procedure I would not be able to write all 9 different applications, but later on in my videos, if you subscribe, I am going to post those, and when you subscribe you will find those videos as soon as they are posted. So we will wash our hands, set up the sanitary maintenance area, which is also called SMA, check for cuts and abrasions on the client's skin, drape the client with 2 towels because it's a color service, and with a plastic cape, and you extend the cape over the back of the chair, which is a client protection. We're going to section the hair into 4 sections. All colors would be sectioned into 4 sections, color applications. You would apply protective cream around the hairline. It is better to use a spatula to remove the cream from the container, and you should cover the lid of the container. I will show in detail later on how it is done. Wear gloves. Mix the product according to the manufacturer's instructions and apply to dry hair. All permanent hair colors should be applied on dry hair, because dry hair, which we call also dirty, is not exactly dirty, but it has the natural oils which protect the scalp from aniline derivative tint and hydrogen peroxide. Hair color application procedures vary depending on the tone and level of the hair color, or whether it is a virgin or retouch application. So some applications are applied on the scalp to the ends, some are applied away from the scalp through the ends, some are applied in the middle shaft and then you apply on the scalp and to the ends. So we have different applications. Some are only retouches which are applied on a new growth, and then you do a soap cap. You process the color. Some color processing time could be from 35 to 45 minutes. Depending if it's a retouch or real color, follow the manufacturer's instructions. But most colors stop working after 45 minutes. You would wash the color with warm water, towel dry, and style. Undrip the client and clean up. You should also fill out a client record card, and you would write the color number, because you don't want to play guessing games when a client comes back for a retouch. You would write the processing time. Is it 35 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever it is, 20 minutes, and you should write the result. If you're not sure of the processing time of the color and the color development and how your client's hair would react to your color, do a strand test. A great precaution, time well spent. I will take the client, put on a piece of client's hair, preferably to the front area, because some people put the strand test in the back and try to describe it to the client. It's better for them to see it and see if they would like it. I will also record the time and how it developed, and then if the hair color wasn't agreeable, then we messed up only a little piece of hair and then we can fix it, but we didn't mess up the entire hair. Alright, strand test is a tool and it's time well spent.